Well, hello, friends. This is the first episode of this version of the Unfiltered podcast, or Unfiltered. And you're probably wondering, why the hell did you bring us back again? You stopped this, feed about a year ago. You were doing some of these on your main feed. And the truth of the matter is, as I said on the main podcast, I've refocused things recently, and I kind of got back to trying to get back to the things that really matter to me and things I love, and really focusing on my vision and focusing on things that I should believe in. And, this, as I said in the past too, Earthshaker Podcast, this show is kind of like a B-side, if you call it. Like when I do the Earthshaker Podcast, I gather up topics I want to talk about, especially on the solo shows, for example. And a lot of topics I want to talk about don't make the cutting room floor. They miss the mark, if you will. It's like building an album. You do an album, and like you have all these songs you want to write, but you only are limited to 12 songs, and certain songs don't make the cut. So you release like B-sides and other kind of stuff. It's kind of the same thing. I lost the vision on this in recent years, and now I want to get back to that. There's a lot of topics I want to talk about on this show that may not be as evergreen as I would like it to be. Earthshaker Podcast is very long form, and this is something I want to be more short form. I want it to be like maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes at the most, but I want it to be short form, topic centric, and a space for me to be able to attack topics on a daily basis. The attempt here is I'm going to try to do this on a daily basis. I'm not going to promise I'm going to do it on a daily basis because there's things come up. Again, I got a family, I got a wife, and got 2 kids, and I got a job, and I got other priorities I'm into that I may miss the mark one day. I may miss 2 shows here. Maybe I miss a whole week. Who knows? But I'm going to try my best to stay on top of this. But again, it comes back to me at the end of the day, come back to doing the things I love. I love podcasting. I love this medium. And I'm trying to do things in a way where it's easier. In a way where the things that I want to do has its space. And again, there's a lot of things I want to talk about that may not be viable in 2 or 3 days, but I still want to talk about it. Earthshaker Podcast, when I do long form stuff, I typically do a solo show once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling frisky. There's that word. If I'm feeling good about it. But then also have guests too. Also, I come on there too. So, and I have, again, there's still limited time for me to record. The good thing about the Unfiltered Podcast is that, unlike the Earthshaker Podcast, which I like to do in the studio and like to be as professional as possible, and production to be on top of, have production top of this game. This show, while like right now I sound clear, I don't expect every show to sound like this. Like there'll be episodes where I'm on the road on the way to work, home from work, maybe going to a friend's house, maybe going somewhere to dinner, and I have this idea that pops my head on top of my head when I get out right now in a moment. That may take 5-10 minutes, and I'll pull up my phone and just talk. And then when I'm done, literally publish when it's done. And I think the thing I want to keep here, the vibe I want to keep on this show especially, is to keep this raw and honest and to the point. Like I'm not even sure if I'm going to bring in theme music for this show. Right now, I'm gonna say no. I mean, maybe I will in the future. We'll see what happens. Things change. I mean, I have ADHD, so things always change. But I want to bring us back. I want to bring back the space. Especially doing this when we go to football in September. This will be a space where I'll probably do my best bets of the week on a Thursday or Friday. I'll do like an episode and just give my best bet, my best bets for the week. Maybe I'll do on Monday I'll do my rapid reaction takeaways in 10 minutes or less on the week to week on the NFL. If there's breaking news, I'll do it here. I just want a space to be able to do these things that doesn't necessarily fit the overall format of the Earthshaker Podcast. That's outside the format, but what I mean is that, I want to keep shorter pods, mini pods here, and then long form there. And that's kind of the thing. Now, obviously, the topics will be the same. Like everything else talk about on Earthshaker Podcast, we talk about politics, wrestling, life, sports, maybe same thing here. It'll be the same situation here, but it'll probably just be in shorter form. In fact, not probably, it will be in shorter form. So, but again, it's back to doing the things you love. That's why I came back to this again at the end of the day. It's doing the things I love and believing in it and believing the vision. For many years, you do this medium, you want to sound like this person, do things like this person, this and that, and then you do it, and then you don't feel happy doing it. So it took me getting back into my element again and doing the things, and it's doing the things that I feel that makes me happy and things I believe in. And I have always believed in this way, and I need to continue to believe in this way. So, again, continue the things you love. It's important, and yeah. So, this is the first episode of the year, Speak Up Filter podcast. This version now, 2.0, I'm going to call that. I don't know. But looking for more episodes, man. We got more coming in, and hope you enjoyed this ride. Subscribe to this podcast, of course, on any podcast catcher, as well as the Speaker Podcast 2, the long-form show. That's not going anywhere, obviously, like I said. This is like the B-side, man. There's more content to listen to. So, love you guys, and enjoy the content as we move forward. Enjoy the journey. Love you guys. Take care. See ya.